So what they've done here is they've taken the whole worm and they've kind of turned it inside out. They cook it, and so we're eating kind of the skin only.
In the food industry, restaurants on busy streets and heavily trafficked sidewalks have it made. But what do you do when your food stall is in the middle of nowhere?
How'd you find this spot?
Not for delivery, not even online.
Why is it that this food is so rare in this city?
Today, we're uncovering restaurants no tourist has seen before.
When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be eating pasta in Vietnam.
In apartments, back streets, and quiet alleyways. These hidden vendors are serving up memorable food that keeps people coming back.
What?
From a rare worm-filled lunch.
Oh, it's got so much flavor.
To the most exclusive plate of noodles in the city.
Do I use a fork, a spoon, or chopsticks?
This is the street food you never knew existed. In Saigon, great food is everywhere. But where do you find the hidden, truly life-changing bites? As an almost local here, I can answer that question.
How do you say the name of this food?
BANH KHOT.
BANH KHOT. BANH KHOT.
A little bit lower.
BANH KHOT.
I mean, my friend and longtime friend of the show, Laum, can help me answer that question with his years of guiding experience.
Well, let's see.
According to him, the first rule to snatching up the best bites, you gotta be fast, because some places are hidden simply because they sell out so quickly. So we're setting out early in the morning to the house of one of the most obscure yet renowned BANH KHOT vendors.
Ma'am, Xin Chào.
Go.
You're on my show.
Miss Yai has been selling her crispy Vietnamese mini pancakes for more than 40 years now.
She started her business before she knew what love was.
What, love what?
Every day she fries up to 500 of these crispy treats, but they sell out in less than 2 hours.
It's one of my favorite foods in Vietnam, but I can't ever find it in Saigon. So why is it that this food is so rare in this city?
It's not that rare. There's many other places selling that, but I think that she has something really special about this one so that it gets her more popular.
What is so special about hers?
There are two key selling points. The first one is the quality, and the second one is the price. It's very reasonable. Yeah.
Could we try your pork one?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Good.
Very good.
That is so delicious. Even by itself, it's juicy. It's got like a lot of body to it.
I agree.
What?
This business, as with many other small local vendors, depends on the help and support of family and the community. Every day, her husband helps her set up her stall. Then the selling begins.
She sets up on this neighborhood street, and then tons of people keep passing by here. They catch sight of this or they smell it. It smells great. And then they stop by like us right now. There's two to choose from. We have the pork and the shrimp. We haven't tried the shrimp yet. I think that's what we should order right now.
Yes. Cho con 2 dĩa tôm ha.
BANH KHOT are usually wrapped into leaves like eating Korean barbecue. However, here, due to the high demand, she's deconstructed the dish for both convenience and to speed up the serving process.
So the move here, you get a big shrimpy fried delight here. Put some pickled daikon, some herbs. Can you fit the whole thing in?
It's quite big for my mouth.
Do your best. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Too much? You could have eaten half. I mean, no one told you you had to eat the whole thing. To me, absolutely delicious. These little shrimp cupcakes have like soaked up all this sweet fish sauce. When you mix that with the herb and the pickled daikon, oh my god, it's so delicious. The biggest surprise to me is she's not even on Grab or anything online. All her business over these 40 years has just come from word of mouth and people like the news discovering her and sharing her amazing food with the rest of the community. So super awesome. Love it.
In Saigon, a city of over 8 million, old-style traditional apartments dot residential areas. Many of these classic buildings don't even have an elevator. This means a demand for convenience has created an opportunity for new kinds of businesses in the places you'd least expect.
So we've come to an apartment building. Inside here, they've just set up little mini markets.
There's actually a market nearby, but the nearer the better. So they would come to the nearest one to get, things.
And this isn't the only one. Throughout this apartment complex, there's little spots here and there where people are selling food. There's even street food here.
Yes.
According to Lam, in Vietnam, you can always find great food where you least expect it, including Vietnamese pasta.
Lam,
Yes.
when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be eating pasta in Vietnam.
So let's try it to see how it's different from the Italian one.
Oh, are you sure it's going to be different at all? It could be 100% the same. But this is not unusual in Vietnam.
It's not unusual at all. This is one of the most common breakfasts.
This homemade comfort food was constructed and birthed by Miss Tu, a food vendor exclusive to these hallways, who's been living here for 20 years. Her creation starts with sauteed pasta with condiments. On the side, she fries up an egg and stir-fries some beef with onions and mustard leaves. Plate it together and add pickled daikon and carrots, and more condiments. Top with an egg, then eat.
All right, let's try it out. Oh, yummy. Tastes like breakfast in Vietnam. Nice soft noodles. It's sweet, it's salty, it's full of carb, but it's got some nice meat in there too, and fried egg. And just like any good Vietnamese food, it's got a bunch of herbs in there to give it some balance. This is very unique because she has like a mini restaurant here. And I think it's the only kind of restaurant that you'll find in these hallways of this apartment building.
Yeah. And of course, she sells for mostly people who live in this apartment.
That's the tough part. Like if you go to a restaurant on a busy street, their demographic is thousands of people. Here, it's like 100 people. And if those 100 people don't like you or your food, you're screwed. So I bet there's a lot of politics involved too. Next, we're going to somewhere else. I'm not sure where yet. Let's cut.
Our third tip to finding great food, go deep. Deep into the alleyways and smaller streets. Here, you can find all kinds of hidden food innovators.
Xin chào cô.
Xin chào cô.
Why'd you have to translate my xin chào?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine, but why doesn't anyone here understand me?
She did.
Xin chào cô.
Rồi, xin chào.
We nailed it. So, first of all, what you got here?
Phá lấu xá xị.
Phở Lao is a popular local drinking food made from braised animal organs, including pork, beef, duck, or all mixed together. Miss Min's recipe adds another twist to this ancient dish. She uses root beer to marinate the meat, which gives a unique flavor to this already unique dish.
How long have you been putting root beer mixed with your animal organs?
Chiều nào cũng nhớ trên lầu 3 nhìn xuống tay
And initially, they would use like coconut juice to cook the intestine, the normal way. But one day from the balcony, she saw people marinate pork with these kind of things. They try it out and it seemed to be a success.
Do people ever drink root beer while eating this?
Thì muốn cũng được.
We can do that?
Yeah, you can do that, right now.
So we have the sauce, we have some bread over here. Before we do all that, I think we should really just taste the plain intestine. And I'm gonna tell you if there's any root beer flavor. Okay. There's a little sweet at first.
It's really hard to explain the texture.
It's oily, it's juicy. I actually really like the texture, but man, is that a powerful taste. It is so intense. And I think that's why a lot of people don't eat it alone. They're gonna mix it with some bread, cucumber if you're you, not for me. They also have some salt here, some chili.
Chili, yeah.
And then this gravy. And this looks spicy too. So I'm gonna get that soaked up and then I'm gonna try that out and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Better.
Better than eating it alone.
It's too powerful on its own. And the best part, washed it down with some root beer. There you go, pork intestines made in a very creative way. This place has withstood the test of time. They've been here 30 years, 20 years with this root beer recipe. So I think the food speaks for itself. People here like it, so it's a big hit.
That's right.
Our next hidden restaurant has a dish so out of this world, you may wish it had stayed hidden. But what it lacks in appearance, it makes up for in obscure health benefits. Therefore, foodie finding tip number 4 is keep an open mind.
This is a restaurant specializing in porridge, but not just any type of porridge. I believe you're holding a bowl full of worms, ma'am. Is this true?
Miss Nguyen took over this business from her father-in-law, who'd been running it for more than 30 years. They sell over 6 pounds of peanut worm per day, making it their best seller. seller.
When you first introduced this, was it popular? Were people a little skeptical or freaked out?
Không, đa số thì cũng không có hoảng hốt.
The majority of people who came here, they actually prepare for us. They saw it somewhere else already, so they come here and try it. For those who scared of this, they just ask them to put it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are there any special health benefits?
Đa số mình nghe ba mình nói.
The obvious benefit of eating the peanut worm is to enhance your malfunction. I think you don't need it.
It can hurt.
For women, it's very good for skin, make your skin nicer.
I can't wait to try it. I've never had worm porridge. It's gonna be a first for me. But hey, male stamina, right?
Yeah.
And nice skin.
The worm congee starts with boiled rice porridge, then the protein, pork liver, intestines, shrimp, kidney, more pork, and fish fillet, then their homemade sauce. Finally, peanut worms that have been cleaned, gutted, and turned inside out. Served on a bed of chrysanthemums and garnished with sesame oil, scallions, and ground black pepper.
Smells hearty, rich.
Try it.
Porridge itself is very good. Rich, savory. What's up? Just meat?
Meat, yeah.
Straight up
lean
meat.
meat.
We got just some straight up meat here. Classic pork, delicious. What is this?
I think fish.
Literally every animal in here.
Yeah, so much stuff in here.
It's like a Lion King. Everything the sun touches is in our bowl.
Dude.
What else? Kidney?
Yeah, kidney.
Let's go for it. I think it's delicious. In fact, I don't want to spoil it by eating too much. I think we're good.
You done?
Yeah, I think so. Did we
How
miss
about
anything?
The
The
worm?
shrimp?
I mean the worm.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I almost didn't eat the worm. Holy shit. Lam, thank you so much. All right, cheers. Oh, it's got so much flavor. I thought it would be flavorless.
The texture is really tough, really chewy.
Remember when we had worms in the Mekong Delta?
Don't remind me of that one anymore. The feeling is still fresh in my mind, you know.
How you doing, man? When you eat the coconut worm, the skin of it is so crunchy and chewy. And it's similar here.
When they serve, like you should eat it first because the longer you keep it, the chewier it becomes.
So start with the worm. Yeah, we didn't do that at all. Overall, it's not bad, but I'm not gonna come back and get it again. Like ever.
Yeah, the only adjective that I can use to describe this one is just like interesting.
I just love that this place was open over 25 years and then they said, let's have worms. That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
It's like if you've been single for 10 years and you're like, I'm gonna get a mullet.
Wow, it looks weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Slam dunk, are you ready to make me?
The final tip for food hunting, be ready to go the distance. Some shops have stayed alive through word of mouth and special recipes alone. Our final location is a perfect example of that. Hidden away in a dark back alley where you'd never expect to see a thriving food shop. They're selling Vietnamese pizza.
So we are way the heck out here. It's back in some alleyway. How'd you find this spot?
Well, just like from, you know, like friends and the internet and things like that.
Cool. Was it really just the producer? The producer just brought us here, right? Cool. Here, this is what we're here for. This is called BANH KHOT.
This treat is loved throughout Vietnam, but each vendor puts their own twist on it. Quail eggs, scallions, dried shrimpies, minced pork, and sliced hot dogs are the most common ingredients you'll find. But here, the owner, Ms. Hung, added her own twist, using her past experience as a barbecue pork vendor. Here it starts with some gorgeous processed cheese spread over rice paper, then dried shrimpies, fried scallions, minced pork, fried onions, chili oil, and chili sauce. Then barbecue pork, beef jerky, and finally, sliced hot dog, or scissored hot dog. Yeah, scissored hot dog. Roasted up until the rice paper is nice and crispy.
I'm gonna fold mine like a taco. Oh, yes. Oh man, there's so much stuff on there. It's sweet, it's savory. I like it.
I like it better than the one that we tried before.
It whisks you away to an oceanside island.
It gives much more flavor with the grilled pork rather than only like quail egg or cheese and some like shrimpy things on the top.
There's so much to it. And it's so affordable. I mean, if I lived on this alleyway, I'd definitely come here all the time, especially if I was drunk?
What does it mean?
Drunk, like D-R-U-N-K.
D-R-U-N-K, yeah, drunk.
Yeah, if I was in the situation that I was drunk,
Okay.
I would come here and eat. But I could be sober too, like right now. My producers don't let me drink anymore. Today's interesting because it's just all about these hidden restaurants throughout Saigon. 99% of the places we usually go to are on the main streets. They have thousands of people walking by or driving by each day. They just have to have some good food and then they're good. But everywhere we went today, they don't have all the walk-by traffic. So they have to be consistent, it has to be affordable, and I think even more, it has to be personable. It's a whole different world than the rest of the city. So absolutely 100%. Saigon is in the alleyways.
I couldn't agree more on that.
In the year 2035, when humanity is once again allowed to resume unrestricted international travel, keep these 5 foodie hunting tips close to your heart as you take on your own mouth pleasure adventure. Best Ever Food Review Show is saying goodbye to all of our original Best Ever merch designs. But for the next 30 days, all of our previous designs will be available one last time. So besties, it's your last chance to snatch your favorite limited edition merch, all available in a variety of colors and styles. Link in bio to get yours. And be sure to check out our second channel, More Best Ever Food Review Show, for raw clips and deleted scenes that didn't make it into the show.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the whole video up until the end. And also, I want to thank my dude right here, Alone. Hello. We had a great time, and I hope you had a great time too. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. I'm trying not to clothesline somebody on a bike. Peace. Oh, you don't know. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Get? Eek. We almost caused an accident. We should go. We should go.